What is up, guys? It is the Bluebloods here, back with another special episode. I told y'all to put on those post notifications. Y'all don't listen to your boy. Don't listen to Beat Up. Put your post notifications on, man. Make sure to subscribe now. I think as we started this episode, man, we just hit 600 subs, man. We thank y'all so much, man. Riding with the so hard, man. Y'all been driving up the views, driving up the likes, subs, man. We appreciate y'all so much. But guys, y'all see the topic at the bottom, and Quinn Ewers dropped a bomb today where he said that he was considering skipping his senior season at, I believe it's South Lake Carroll, outside of Dallas, Brandon. He said that I think he only has one online English class that he needs to graduate, and that because of Texas's law where high school athletes cannot receive endorsement deals, cannot get paid for anything like that, that he's considering taking that online class, enrolling in Ohio State, getting to campus just in time for fall camp. That way he can sign these endorsement deals. And Ewers said that he kind of hinted at some of these deals could add up to multi-million-dollar deals, Brandon. That's how much money that we're talking about in the NIL. And we're going to cover Monday on the 2-minute drill that, that is rubbing some coaches the wrong way. David Shaw at you. But his parents were talking about this, and that they don't want him to be a martyr, and that they're hoping what they want to happen, Brandon, is to Texas to change the legislation and allow endorsement deals for athletes on the basis that now college athletes can make money. So they're hoping they can change. A Texas lawmaker said that's probably out of the question. So, Brandon, this begs the question here on this episode: should Quinn Ewers enroll early at Ohio State?
No doubt in my mind he should, dude. Like, how is this even a question? Yes, go make your money. What does he have to prove by spending another year in high school, Zach? I mean, that's my main question. Like, he's already got his full ride anywhere he wants to go in the country. He chose Ohio State. And so what does he do? He sits in high school, takes his classes, risks injury by playing another year, and can't make any money from it. No, dude, go on to college, go make your money, and, get that experience. Even if you don't play right away, like, you're still with these guys. You're still understanding what am I trying to say here? Like, you're still there with the culture at Ohio State. Like, you're still learning what it means to play college football. You're still getting your reps in practice, whatever it is. You're building relationships with your teammates, so on and so forth. Plus, you can make – I wouldn't be shocked at all if Quinn Ewers is making $1 million off of NIL, in 1 month from now, if he decides, you know what, I'm going to college.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Pete Thamel for Yahoo mentioned one of the deals is right at $1 million, just one of them.
That's crazy. So this is the difference in 1 month from now, you're a millionaire versus 1 month from now, you're sitting in high school and what do you
and you gotta listen, you can either be a millionaire at college in your own dorm room with all this freedom, being the number one quarterback in the country, or you got to raise your hand to ask to use the bathroom.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the type of decision we're talking about right now.
Like, let me ask any one of you out there right now listening to this, would you rather be in high school or college? Like, take the money off the table. Would you rather be in high school or college? And if you answered anything other than college, I don't know what to tell you. You're wrong.
And listen, I get it if, maybe your college experience wasn't the best, but being somebody who graduated from a Power 5 school and everything, listen, Brandon, if you give me the option to go back to Baker High School right now, my senior year, or go back to my freshman year at Auburn, picking freshman year at Auburn every day, twice on Sunday, 3 times on Saturday, 4 times on Friday. It doesn't matter. Sign me up every day.
Let me put it this way, Zach. And yeah, you brought up maybe your college experience wasn't great. Imagine you're Quinn Ewers and you're going to college. Like, you're the number one rated or you're the number one rated. Yeah. Going into this class, would you rather be at college? I'd rather be at college if I'm the number one quarterback in the class. Like, no doubt. You're the most popular dude on campus immediately. That's just how that is. And so, go ahead.
and you have a chance to win the starting job because there is still yet to be a starter announced in the battle. Up there, you got Kyle McCord, Jack Miller III, and CJ Stroud battling out, and now you add Quinn Ewers, Brandon, to that mix. Because guys, I don't know if I mentioned before, if he does do this, he will be eligible to play in the 2021 season,
which is nuts, dude. But yeah, I mean, I don't even see how this is a question. And guys, if you have another opinion on this, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Tell me why you would rather stay in high school. I guess maybe there's the argument like, oh, you've been playing with these guys since you were growing up. Maybe you want to finish off your senior year with them. Like you didn't think the last time you saw them was the last time. But we're talking about millions of dollars right here, Zach. We're talking about life-changing money that this dude could be making. He can't make it right now in high school, not legally, and no one's gonna risk that. No one's gonna be like, oh, you want to sign this deal while you're in high school? That's not gonna happen. So while you're in college, you're gonna make millions of dollars at Ohio State, or you could be in high school in Texas. Like I don't know. To me, it seems like the obvious choice is to go to Ohio State. But like I said, if you have a differing opinion or a different viewpoint here, let us know in the comments because I just don't know what the other viewpoint would even be.
I mean, I get it. Like, you made it to the state championship last season and lost. So, like, to redeem yourself and go win one. But, like, Brandon, what else can he do in high school to improve his stock? He's the number one quarterback in the class of 2022. He's the number one overall player. He's like the 8th career recruit of all time since 247 started to earn a perfect recruiting grade. He's thrown for 6,400 yards in only 2 years of high school football, 73 passing touchdowns, only 8 turnovers, 700 yards rushing, and 12 rushing touchdowns. What else do you want from the kid?
There's
Brandon,
nothing else.
I mean, as a sophomore, he threw for 4,000 yards, 45 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions with 9 rushing touchdowns.
You know what he's trying to do, Zach? He's trying to be one of those 6-star recruits that we heard about.
Shout out to All Script for that one. But, I mean, Brandon, he was the Max Prep Sophomore of the Year, Texas District 5-6A MVP, the Fort Worth Male Athlete of the Year. That's crazy.
Is that like out of everybody? Like we talk about college and everything?
Yes.
That's nuts.
Well, I think it's all the Texas athletes. So I think that includes the Cowboys, that includes SMU, that includes Texas, that includes that's how guys, this kid is one of those prospects that scouts are saying is a generational prospect. Like, listen, if some other recruit said they were doing this, I'd probably be like, man, what do you really like? I mean, I get it. Like, yes, you can go in red shirt, but Quinn Ewers is the type of talent, Brandon, that right now, I think he could start at 75% of colleges in America or more.
I think you're right. And
I say 75%. I think it may be easier just to count on our hands which ones he couldn't start at.
I think there's a select few players in the history of the NCAA who could have done this and gotten away with it. I think we're talking about Trevor Lawrence could have done this and gone on ahead to make millions of dollars in college if NIL had been a thing when he was there. I think Arch Manning might take a similar approach to this, and he might forego his senior season if it's possible. I mean, but we're talking about these players that are extraordinary. We're talking about players we've hardly ever seen. You mentioned he's the 8th player ever to score that perfect 1.0 grade on 247. That's insane.
I mean, he's a higher rated recruit than Trevor Lawrence was coming out of high school.
Insane.
I mean, when you're talking about, yes, there's busts and everything like that, this kid is I've said it on this podcast. Watch his film. I should have. I knew I should have downloaded the film before we recorded this. I didn't. That's my B. Go watch his film. I mean, this kid throws the ball so effortlessly. He has so much confidence. His throwing motion is just like the flick of the wrist. I mean, it all looks real, guys. You can watch the film of some of these 5-stars and be like, man, I don't know. There's not one thing in his film that I'm like, man, I don't know if he could work out. I would put my money on this kid making it big time. And listen, this is the last thing I want to talk about while we're here, and that's Brandon, do you think Quinn Ewers could be the quarterback that takes the field week 1 for Ohio State? I know, listen, I get it. He's way behind in the playbook. He's way behind in wide receiver chemistry, but with the wide receiving core that Ohio State has, which is the best receiving core in the country, in my opinion, they have like 3 of the top 10 wide receivers in the country, and Marvin Harrison Jr., who I think is the best young wide receiver in the country. I mean, they are loaded. They got a mean offensive line, Brandon. I don't know if they'll give up a sack this year, honestly. That's how good they are with Paris Johnson and all them on the line. Honestly, right here, if you could throw you back there, Brandon, I think you might be able to hit 20 touchdowns in a season. What could a talent like Quinn Ewers like? And the way I look at it is it's the same situation as you get like a Kelly Bryant and Trevor Lawrence situation to Clemson. Like, yes, it's hard to believe that someone could come in and start right away and be successful, but I'll look in pure talent. Quinn Ewers steps in and easily is the best quarterback on the roster, and you can make an argument. Listen, I love Michael Penix. He's my pick for the best quarterback in the Big Ten right now. Quinn Ewers might be above him without even playing a snap.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could realistically see him being the week 1 starter, just because that's just not how things work usually. Like you mentioned Trevor Lawrence. He wasn't the week 1 starter, and he came in that hyped up and everything. Yeah. So I think that if he did go to Ohio State, he would realistically probably see the field around a couple weeks in, like starting reps a couple weeks in. But I don't think week 1 he's the starter.
Yeah.
I'm being real with you. I don't think he's the starter week 1.
Well, week 1 would be tough, but listen, I mean, how much pressure is on whoever wins that job now? Because, yes, week 1 you'll probably get a win, but what if, Oregon is coming into Columbus week 2 with a defense that is not going to be easy to play against? What happens if Stroud, Miller, and McCord goes out there and just lays an egg? I mean, and I don't think people talk enough about how much pressure is on that starter to be good, because the fans, Brandon, are going to have Quinn Ewers in their mind every single mistake you make. You throw a pick, there's a fan out there saying, man, we really should start that kid that was the best recruit to ever come out of high school. You miss a snap, you miss a throw. There's 5 or 6 fans in the crowd being like, man, I'm on the Quinn Ewers bandwagon, and it just grows and grows and grows till it explodes in terms of pressure. So I am so interested to see, what Ryan Day does here. But Brandon, I just find it hard that Quinn Ewers doesn't start a game this upcoming season.
No, I think he will. If he ends up at Ohio State this year, he absolutely will. And I think it's indicative that he will, especially because Ohio State hasn't named a starter. They have 3 guys competing for the starting job. That's usually not a great sign, because usually all 3 of those guys aren't the greatest quarterback to walk this earth. Like last year at Georgia, that's my best comparison.
Well, I think there's a clear favorite in my opinion. I think Miller is right now kind of like the third man out, and I think it's really a McCord Stroud battle right now. And really and truly, man, watching the film, listen, I get it. Everyone's so high on CJ Stroud. I just think McCord is the real deal, man. McCord could start at 60% of programs in the country. That kid has the best arm out of any of them. That kid has just that it factor, and he, to me, is the best quarterback to fit that offense, because you just need someone to get the ball to the playmakers. He's accurate. He doesn't avoid turnovers, and I think that's your guy right now. But, man, Quinn Ewers coming into this quarterback battle is going to make it so interesting. Ohio State, if they make the switch and Quinn Ewers plays up to his potential, Brandon, man, they're going to be tough to beat down the stretch.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And, oh, man, I'm so excited for college football, guys. We'll keep y'all updated once he makes his final decision. He said he's still mulling it over with his family, but all reports indicate that Quinn Ewers will forego his senior season of high school football, enroll early at Ohio State, and compete for the starting quarterback job to get his NIL deals. And me and Brandon kind of break down whether you can see this in the future. And so in a future episode, guys, no 2-minute drill on Thursday and Friday, man. We got some family in town, so going to be doing that. But we will have interviews every day. Today, We dropped an awesome interview. Jaron Morris from Texas State, a DB. Love that interview. That was one of my favorite interviews, man. Make sure to check that out right now while you're on our channel and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, man. Share it. Ohio State fans, you can go check out our Big Ten in 30 days. We had an interview with Matt Andrews, man, sideline reporter for Ohio State football. I'll link it in the top right corner. Guys, tomorrow, CJ Brewer, multiple time Sun Belt All-American, defensive tackle for Coastal Carolina, joins us, man, talks his journey to Coastal Carolina, the huge run for Coastal Carolina, and everything like that. So make sure to tune in for that. And, since we won't have an episode 2 minutes or Friday, I'll just go ahead and announce we'll have a South Dakota State linebacker, Logan Bacchus, on the show, man, Friday. So make sure to check that out as well. But, guys, me and B-Dub will be back Monday. 2-minute drill Monday through Friday, starting up again next week, man. But guys, make sure to subscribe now, like this video, and make sure you tune into the Blue Bloods, man, because this is going to be a season y'all will